Alright, we are back for Losers Bracket. Comet versus Waladil. Comet playing the Reanimator 3-color deck, and Waladil playing, if I remember correctly off the top of my head, playing a Combrei ramp kind of deck. They said a big Combrei lookalike is what they called it, if I remember correctly. And Comet deciding to keep here, which I think is correct, but not the greatest hand. Lightning Sprite can do a lot of work, though. I think Waladil might be waiting for us. We'll just let them know they can go ahead. Okay, there we go. That's nice. I appreciate everybody waiting for me for sure. Yeah, Waladil's deck name is in fact Garbage Expedition deck that I threw together that kind of looks like Big Combrei. Gotta seek power. Privilege of Rank is nice. It's something they can do on turn 2. It's a little bit awkward because it's something nice to discard to Lightning Sprite. Sort of the Sky King already fills that void, though. I think that there's a reasonable expectation here to not play Lightning Sprite. Okay, and just wait till 4 so that you can for sure get down the Sword of the Sky King. Because you've got to be a bit worried that Waladil just like Desert Marshals here and gets rid of it. Yeah, I definitely can't block though. And Waladil just goes for another power card. Auric Reclaimer, they have the combo. Just going for Gustrider instead. Alright. I can certainly see that. Because they can actually get the Sword of the Sky King off. That makes a lot of sense. I wasn't entirely thinking about that. But they can now Reweave and get the Sword of the Sky King out immediately. I was thinking that you'd want to hold on to the Lightning Sprite a little bit longer, but getting an early sword might be correct. Stopping Awakened Student from being as large is huge, and you just get to wipe the entire board out. So that's really good. And now we have an Annihilate to deal with the next threat, or a Valkyrie Enforcer. And there's still an Auric Reclaimer in hand, so Waladil in a bit of trouble here. Waladil doesn't have the Relicate that we saw out of Comet's, or sorry, not Comet's deck, Celtic Guardian's deck. So it's going to be a lot tougher. Like, Celtic Guardian had so many incredible choices against this deck, with Pride Leader and Dawnwalker and Tokus. And Waladil doesn't really have those options. Waladil's got a bunch of Big Dumb Idiots, which might be enough. Because Big Dumb Idiots are also hard to deal with eventually when you're just trying to kill things with an 8/8 weapon, but got it down really fast, and that's pretty scary. Just gotta see what gets accelerated out here. Oh, there are the Dawnwalkers actually in Waladil's deck. There just is not like Pride Leader Tokus. Yeah, Sicalis is pretty nasty. Unfortunately, Comet has that Annihilate just ready and waiting to get it. I like that, going directly for the Praxis to make sure that next turn Auric Reclaimer can kill it. You really don't want to let this go off and get a 7/7. And I think you're stuck jump blocking, which is sad, but just a necessary evil at this point. Depleted Power looks so awkward. Can't play Auric Reclaimer, can't really play Vishni. It's not the worst, because I mean you still just get rid of the Praxis Arcanum and just pass the turn, but obviously undepleted power would have felt way better. The block there is fine. I don't know that I love it. I feel like Comet's in the lead, so just slamming in again makes the most sense. Keeping up pressure feels good, but getting rid of units is also very important when you've got the weapon online, right? So it makes a lot of sense. I can see both sides of it. I just like an invasive creature when you've already got your opponent down to almost 10. That Remembrance is so good right now. Because Waladil has to trade with Auric Reclaimer at some point fairly soon in the future. And if they don't have Silence first, gonna have to deal with that 8/8 weapon again. And this is gonna be a shifted Vishni. Which means Waladil needs something very, very solid. Waladil's market, by the way, is Elder's Feather, Embargo Officer, Gar, Great Parliament, and Reality Warden. None of which is super helpful on this board. Like, they did go into the market with Pearl Abbey, but like, Embargo Officer is good against this deck because it stops the market, it stops getting things from the void. However, it doesn't do anything now. Like, it's already out. There's not a lot that you can do there. Oh, the top deck Annihilate. Ouch. And that's definitely the end. Yeah, Reality Warden does too, but it's just not good enough on this board. And that is the game. However, it's not over yet. There's still one more chance for Waladil to redeem themselves. They can win 2 in a row. So they're down a game, and we've got to see Waladil win the next one. Each side doing a single mulligan. I like this hand. Friendly Wisp into Sandstorm Titan is certainly powerful. We do need another power card. It's actually tempting here to just play the Amber Monument if you don't draw power, to make sure that you can hit, like, Amber Acolyte into Sandstorm Titan. And I think that's what you have to do. There's a risk inherent in playing Temple Scribe. Waladil is going to go for the risk, though. I kind of like that line, and it pays off. Sweet. That's real sick. That's real sick. Alright, and I think that I might want to see Amber Monument Friendly Wisp this turn, and go for Sandstorm Titan and Sakalis next turn.
Safe travels.
Nope. Waladil's just going to go for a power card. Making sure they hit the Justice. I can see Praxis Arcanum being something you wanted to get down early too. So it makes a little bit of sense. And hey, you know, I keep on saying these things, but it's kind of paying off because now Amber Monument can be online next turn. And that's the thing that you want to have happen. Praxis Arcanum lets you go Friendly Wisp into Sandstorm Titan next turn. Thought they might go for the charge on the Sandstorm, but Refresh is solid. And now the Reweave already have the Sword of the Sky King, so here it comes. The big boy. However, Praxis Arcanum's not dying, so now Sandstorm Titan has charge. Also, however, 6. Which is awkward. And Waladil cannot play Sandstorm Titan and Sakalis, so kind of stuck there. Oh, went with charge. Oh, charge on Friendly Wisp. That's a line that I didn't see, and that's a good one. Very smart play. Make sure that you get rid of that. I was thinking of charging the Sandstorm Titan, but that's much better than my line. Yeah, wasn't thinking about charging the small unit.
Never leave.
Wow, Comet just with endless Bandit's Flails, though. Oof. And this time, there's no way to charge in. So, something like a Sandstorm Titan is going to go down. I think you probably just play the Reinhardt, yeah. So then you're not wasting the Sandstorm Titan. You know that the Reinhardt's going to die, but you just have to deal with that. Waladil hitting a bit of Flood here. Might not be the worst since they are almost assured a 7/7. Oh, wow. Comet just has hit after hit.
So many possibilities.
Lots of powerful plays. I feel like this could be anybody's game. If Talir gets killed immediately by like an Annihilate, it could certainly be an issue. I almost like to play the other Praxis Arcanum. But nope. And silence the 7/7. Just make it so that Waladil doesn't get close to getting the extra turn. That's the scariest thing. Like, Sandstorm Titan is very obnoxious for Comet, but you can't let Talir sit here for any amount of time when they've got 8 power on board. Second Praxis coming down. Waladil desperately needs to find some more units here. They've drawn a lot of extra cards off these friendly wisps, but it's just been a lot of power. I expect to see a pretty big block here. I think Comet needs to trade for something. Yeah, just block with everything on the Sandstorm Titan. I think that makes the most sense. Comet has a lot of flyers. They want to be able to get Vishni in. It sucks. Like, Comet can't be happy about this. But Waladil doesn't have a lot of gas left. If Comet just manages to hit another Auric Reclaimer and get another 8/8 weapon, it can turn around real fast. I mean, Vishni's another big swing. It puts down so much power. Oh, there's the card, though. Talking about getting a unit off the top of the deck. Here comes the big boy. Like, Waladil's flooded, but now they've got something to mitigate that. I almost want to see an attack with these. Like, let them go after the Praxis Arcanum if they have to. Just try and force them to die. Like, I get it. You don't want this to get through, but I like just smashing. Alright, Comet gives up. I mean, I get it. Mystic Ascendant is real deal. And now, we have our first possible elimination. 1-1. Somebody is going home. This is loser's bracket. This is a rough hand for Comet. You really want to have Sword of the Sky King in your hand early, but you need a discard outlet, and Comet doesn't have that. So Comet really is just sitting on Enforcer and nothing. Like, that's all that we're looking at. It's not the best position to be in. That being said, it is also a position where it gets solved immediately with a single top deck. You've got to slam Valkyrie Enforcer. Friendly Wisp is way too scary to deal with. Oof. Defiance getting rid of that.
You will pay for your crimes.
And it ultimately just depends on whether or not Waladil has a good early pressure unit to punish the slow draw of Comet here. It's always the problem with these style of Reanimator decks is that you can end up with a hand that just doesn't have any of the enablers. And that's what we're looking at here, right? It doesn't really do a lot when you play Sword of the Sky King on turn 8. And, like, Sporefolk is good, but when you've got the Sky King in hand, unless you hit another one here, yeah, which doesn't happen, it's not really that strong. It's not doing anything for you. And just going for another Sporefolk to try and hit something. And again missing. Oof. Yeah, that Reweave is necessary to try and hit something, I think. But just no gas here for Comet.
Don't make me angry.
And yeah, you can trade with Sikalis, but ultimately this is just an incredibly rough spot for Comet. And Comet's deck doesn't actually have, like, a harsh rule to get back into the board. From what I remember, let's double check that here. Yeah, there's no harsh rule. So at this point, you're just taking 11, going to 3, and you can't even Sword of the Sky King. The Reweave was a misplay. I forgot the cost of cards. Oh, going for a Vishni probably to try and get some blockers. Oh, the daggers. getting a last-second lightning sprite to discard the sword, but it's just too late now. Oh, wow. They've got everything they need. They can actually play the Reweave and get the 8/8, but does it matter? I'm not sure that it does. Down to 5. Yeah, you take 2. If there's any spell out of Waladil, you're dead. You're going to 1 no matter what. And you still need to top deck incredibly well to get out of it.
You cannot put out the light.
Yikes. Yeah, and that'll do it. You're able to kill a Dawnwalker and choosing instead the snowball way out, which is great. It was a close game. Like a very close fought match, but those Reanimator decks, they do have that problem where they can just draw nothing.